It's not over till it's over, folks. If you guys think that the top prosecutor in the state of California, top prosecutor in the city of San Francisco, a U.S. senator representing the state of California, and Vice President of the United States of America. If you all, I can't even say it right. If you guys don't understand how brilliant you have to be, how brilliant and how smart you have to be in those positions, then you just don't know what's going on. So to think that Vice President Kamala Harris is going to come out on a stage to give a concession speech with a smile on her face. Now, for us brothers and sisters, we kind of picked up on this. If y'all think that she's going to come out there at her college, Howard University, smiling after taking a loss, and then with all confidence march off that stage. Did y'all see how she marched off that stage? Did she march off that stage like she was defeated? She told you she wasn't. She told you. Listen to it again. Fuck, man. Look, this is what I believe that they have in their back pocket while the whole election process is going on. She and her team already knew. She told y'all, go find the interview. She told y'all, I can't remember who asked her. They asked her, Vice President Kamala Harris, is your team prepared for any issues when it comes to election? And she said, oh, yeah. We're ready. Yeah, we got that. Did y'all remember that? So anyway, so while the election was going on, I guarantee her team, they were watching. She's a prosecutor, folks. She is a prosecutor. So you've seen enough movies and TV shows. Prosecutors are not going to show their hand. Not even a little bit, especially the good ones. So she's playing it out. They're watching. They saw the numbers coming in, and they're like, there is no flipping way. There's no flipping way. So keep watching. She's got people everywhere. She's the Vice President of the United States of America. I'm going to say this real quick. So that guy I mentioned the other day, Alfie Oakes, that's spelled with an E, Oakes. Okay? Look him up. Alfie, like the song Alfie, look him up. The mere fact, now keep in mind, the federal government has a long reach. Long. Okay? They can reach out and touch you at any time without warrants. Okay, do y'all know that? Do y'all know that the FBI can come up into your crib without a warrant? Do y'all know that? Anywho, so check this out. You've got the top 4 law enforcement groups rising up on your properties. IRS, FBI, DCIS. Do you guys know who the DCIS is? That is the Defense Law Enforcement section that literally, their job is to protect the military folks, the Department of Defense folks, for everything from fraud to a whole list of things. Do you know that they can go anywhere in the world, just like the FBI, to find some shit on you? So them, and then finally, Secret Service. Secret Service? Why is Secret Service down there with them? What's that all about? So Kamala Harris, Vice President, this is what I think is going on. They knew. First, here's another thing. You got a man that has cheated at everything that he has done in his entire life, including his degree from business school. Y'all know about that? He's a cheat. He's a con man. And remember when she said, I know people like him. Why did she say that? I know his kind. I've dealt with his kind. Come on, y'all. Come on. So anyway, they knew he was going to cheat. They knew he was going to cheat. Are you following what I'm saying? But here's the capper. Here's the capper. This is what I believe that they're going to do. They were gathering all this information, all this intel, all this reconnaissance. She's the vice president of the United States, folks. She's building a case. She let it play out. It's kind of like on the local level, law enforcement on your local level. Okay. You guys remember The Wire? I'm from Baltimore. You guys remember The Wire? You remember how all that played out? You remember how they were getting their intel? You remember that? Hence the show called The Wire. You guys remember all that? All right. So what they do is they watch you. They let you play out the crime. Now, of course, they're not going to let you murder or kill anybody in the local law enforcement. But this is different. This is white collar crime at the level that we're talking about here. White collar crime. So they're going to let you, meaning there's nobody going to die, right? Nobody going to die from their criminal activity. So they're going to let you play it out. So they let him play it out. And they're gathering all this information. Vice President of the United States, folks. You know how many different levers she can pull on? Do y'all understand? And her boss is the President of the United States of America. So she built her case. Remember we were always making fun of prosecutor against the criminal, right? Remember we were saying all that way back, and everybody's laughing and joking about it, and making memes about it. Yeah. It's still going on. Prosecutor against the criminal. He's a criminal. He's 34 counts on him. So, building the case. Oh, okay. He's committing the crime. Listening in, wire. Satellites. You know how many different tools that she has? I keep saying this over and over again. And now it makes sense. You've got these four agencies. He's just a piece. But they had to roll in now, right? They had to let the election, they had to let it go through. That's why it happened 2 days after the election. So the crime happened. We got you. So the case is built now. That's why DJT is not saying anything. That's why it's crickets. Stay with me. We're not done. I got up early for this, by the way. I had to sleep on it. I knew what I was going to say yesterday. But like her, I had to build a case to come on here to share with you guys, especially for my followers. You guys know how I do, and you guys know I go long. But you know, I always got something at the end. So anyway, she's building her case. This is how I feel. This is my opinion. This is what I believe is going on, despite what everybody's saying that, oh, they're too goody two shoes and da. Yeah, Democrats are known as goody two shoes, which is a good thing, I think. But this is a prosecutor, folks. This is what I think is going on. In the end, when I made that video about options, please go back and look at it. A lot of people thought it was interesting. Hundreds of thousands of people thought it was interesting. Go check it out. So the options that they have are, when it comes up to January 6th, 2025, that is the day that determines who's going to be the president of the United States of America after an election. This is an ongoing process. That's why folks have been saying be patient. They tried to warn you ahead of time. This is a process. It's going to take time. Be patient. And we're being patient. So here we are. Now it's January 6th. Look ahead with me. It's January 6th, 2025. She has the responsibility of certifying the election. I said this in another video. Have y'all forgotten that? Okay. But that's not the capper. Before it even gets to that point, the House of Representatives are going to be assembled, and my favorite congressman from my state here, constitutional lawyer, professor. I'm being dramatic because I like this. Other people have talked about it, but this I had to create my own case. Anybody that know Jamie Raskins already know what I'm getting ready to say. He's on public record. There are videos all over. You can go look them up after I finish with you right now. "14th Amendment, Article 3, states that it is our job," and keep in mind, constitutional lawyer. See, this is what DJT is quiet for, because his team already knows about this. Anybody that runs for any office at any level, judiciary, executive, legislative, it don't matter. If that person had anything to do with an insurrection against the United States of America automatically is disqualified to be president of the United States. Automatic. They're going to pull that card. He said it. Jamie Raskins. I'm not a conspiracy guy. All right? I actually only deal in facts. He said it. Go look it up. Jamie Raskins, spelled with the I-E. Jamie I-E. That's the case. In my opinion. Okay? That's all I got to say. As far as I'm concerned, case closed. And then, as a backup, after he makes that announcement in front of the assembled House of Representatives, and Kamala Harris is standing up there, once she of course she already knows because she's a prosecutor, she then says, there's no way I can certify the election if this has come up now. I can't do it. And then the last piece. I said this is one of my options, but it's not going to need to get that far, folks. But if they have to, President Biden, okay, I said this in two, 3 videos back. When she makes that announcement, so stay with me. When she makes that announcement, I can't certify this. Let me back up for a second. I apologize, but let me back up for a second. When you go find videos about Jamie Raskins actually mentioning everything that I just said here about the 14th Amendment, Article 3, listen to what he says about prepping for a civil war. Listen to that. That's why I made that video the other day, because I already knew what he said. So this is what I'm going to say now. Again, repeat. So when she makes that announcement, yeah, I can't certify this. The red team, those folks that have all those weapons and have bunkers under their houses and all that stuff in preparation for who knows what in their minds. I ain't making fun. They're preparing for anything. They are going to lose their flipping minds. And they're going, you think January 6th before was an activity, an event? I've said it in other videos. Please go back and check them out. If y'all yahoos think that this time is like what last time, where nobody was prepared, I was in the military, folks. I was in the military. Joe Biden will have no choice but to get the military involved. F around and find out. That's for y'all, red team. F around, find out. Y'all can act like fools if you want to. They have governors now already talking about, y'all can do what y'all want. Y'all can act like fools if you want to. Not this time. So if that were to happen, then Biden would have no choice. Yeah, I need to get the military involved. Then, of course, his team, the red team, are going to say, That you can't do that. They're gonna cause all kind of hell. And they're gonna ask for his resignation. This is just the last. It's not even gonna get that far, folks. It's not gonna get that far. But he always has the option of resigning. And then that makes Kamala Harris the president. And then someone jumped in my comment. A couple people jumped in my comments and said, so what then? What happens then? Well, she's the president. She has immunity at that point. She can do whatever she wants to do. This is chess, not checkers, folks. This is chess, not checkers.